When Roger Simons was a little boy growing up in Dallas, Texas, he was surrounded by a family of hard workers, and he knew he wanted to be just like them. His grandfather, Simons, ran a garbage truck in Dallas for 50 years, working hard to provide for his family. And his father, with only an 8th grade education, served his country in the Philippines, then returned home to start a business.
And decided that he wanted to be a trucker. So he had 2 trucks. He had a lumber truck and he had a gasoline transport truck. You've got to know my dad. Anyway, quite a character. And my mom started building custom houses, and she was very, very good at what she did. She, thank goodness, made enough money in the house construction and home building business to offset my dad's losses in the petroleum marketing business. A lot of hard work at our house, as a family business. As I was growing up, there was always a sense of being in the business during the day, and around the dinner table, and at night. So we were always part of that family business. So 2 entrepreneurial individuals that really worked hard and really gave me the foundation of business, and certainly of being great integrity that they had in their everyday lives, as well as their church life and their friends. Had the opportunity to go to college. Went to Sam Houston and TCU, and during that time period, which I was really able to apply the family business while I was at college, which is a real unique circumstance. Or during college, my dad had a heart attack, and so I left college, to join my dad and in the business, which he had asked me to do. And so I helped him for about 6 months with me taking off that semester as well as the summer. When I returned back to college, I had got a draft notice, got a greetings, and so I went off to the Army as an enlisted man, as a draftee, and served as a military policeman as well as an airborne ranger in the military. After that, I returned to college, and during my last year or 2 in college, I had a chance to go and actually work in the marketplace and learn a lot. We kicked off a business that was Mid-Continent Systems. It's a Mid-Continent truck stop franchise that franchised eventually over 700 truck stops in the United States. And so had a real intricate part, of the founders of that company, and this young, inexperienced whippersnapper, myself, in that organization.
He took the company public, ran as a state house member, and lost the election by 32 votes, but won the heart of campaign worker Barbara Hess. They were married in 6 weeks and moved to Chicago. When an illness forced an Oklahoma truck stop owner to sell his business, Roger and his father were first in line to buy it. This resulted in a move back to Oklahoma for Roger and Barbara. On the home front, he was raising his family and helping build a church in Elk City, and professionally, he was blazing new trails. During the first energy crisis in the early 70s, Roger served as an industry advisor to the U.S. government and focused on the nation's pipeline and distribution systems. He helped get additional allocations for truck stops and dealt with what became lots of future customers.
And we really innovated some things, like changing oil in big cat engines on the drilling exploration rigs, which we still do today. We started taking care of environmental services, back in 1982 when no one else was really concerned about the environment. So we've really been able to add a lot of value-added services at Simons Petroleum, back in those early 70s and 80s. And we really got a reputation of having cost control programs. We actually sold diesel fuel for 1 month up to 5 years, and we would do that, by actually storing the fuel, rotating the fuel, and deliver to our customers. So we could offer you a fixed price contract, for example, for 60 cents a gallon back at that point during the summer, and prices go up to $1, you're still going to pay 60 cents a gallon. We're still one of the leaders, of hedging, especially diesel fuel, within the United States, which has certainly led to to a very prosperous environment of us taking care of our customers.
With over 400 U.S. locations in 46 states, 63 lube and chemical distribution facilities, Simons Petroleum Maxim Corporation delivers products to the Navy, automotive suppliers, mining businesses, and is offered under major brands like Chevron, Shell, Motorcraft, and ConocoPhillips. But what is at the heart of this company's leader?
Well, I think when we talk about an individual and we talk about a person and their persona, their soul, we can't, forget about our heritage. And certainly in my case, my mom has always been a rock in the church and in the family. And so maybe somebody threw that rock at me. So I've had to kind of pick that up and make sure that, everything kind of goes forward.
For his love of people, dedication to faith and family, his intuitive foresight to see the future, and his ability to inspire and lead one of America's greatest companies, we are honored to present Roger Simons with the Outstanding Achievement Award.